Now look, I want y'all to really, really listen. This ain't gonna be too long. It might be short. It ain't gonna be too deep. I'm just speaking on one thing. One thing. You know what I'm saying? Because for the people I got people on my page who not woke, so I gotta take this shit step by step. I can't just give y'all everything at one time. I gotta give y'all this shit step by step so y'all can slowly wake up. Because if I give y'all shit all at one time, y'all gonna be like, what the nigga, what? What are you talking about? Like, y'all gonna be so confused. You know what I'm saying? So look, a lot of people is really, really brainwashed over the Bible, and a lot of people be brainwashed over religion, period. A lot of people just brainwashed flat out this period. Now, it's a part I want to touch up on in the Bible that just got people so brainwashed. Because once you really pay attention to certain shit in modern day life and you go back and try to compare that shit to the Bible, a lot of shit don't add up. And when you try to go to a pastor and ask the pastor, like, bruh, this shit right here don't add up. You know what they gonna tell y'all? Okay, we'll just go to scripture such and such and go down to verse such and such. And I bet y'all 100, when you go to that scripture and go to that verse, the shit you asked him will not have nothing to do with what he just told you to go to, because even they know they don't even have the answers to what you just asked. So they just try to say go to a random scripture or a random verse, because they don't even know the answers, because they are not paid to know the answers. They are paid to feed you motherfuckers lies, bro. They are paid to feed you motherfuckers lies, bro. Being a pastor is a job now, bro. Think about that. Being a pastor is a job now. You get paid for that now. Being a pastor is a job now. Think about that, y'all. Come on, man. So check this out. It's a part in the Bible. And before I even continue on that, for the people who is woke, we all know what the great serpent is, bro. And we all know what symbolized the great serpent. The snake symbolized the great serpent. Now, what is the great serpent? The great serpent symbolized wisdom. It represents wisdom. So the great serpent is actually a good symbol. It represents wisdom. But see, in the Bible, they want people to think that snakes are actually bad when they're not. The snake represents the great serpent, and the great serpent represents wisdom. Now, listen real quick, y'all gonna be tripping, because like a lot of people say, they put the truth right in y'all face. Y'all just don't pay attention, because I most definitely pay attention to a lot of shit, and that's how I figure this out. A lot of people just don't pay attention, but they always put it in y'all face when they be on TV shows, cartoons, and movies, all that shit. It's on phones, on everything. Like, the shit be in y'all face. Y'all just don't pay attention. Now check this out. We all know the famous part of the Bible, the Adam and Eve story, when God told Eve, "Do not bite that apple." Now, who was telling Eve to bite the apple? The snake. But they try to say it was the devil. The snake was telling Eve, "Man, bite that apple." Like, I just told y'all what the snake was. The snake symbolized the great serpent, and the great serpent symbolized wisdom. The snake telling Eve, "Bite the apple, Eve, bite the apple." But God, and listen, also remember this: for people who don't believe in the Bible, you think about this. They always say the Bible is told backwards. The Bible is told backwards. Think about that. Now, God told Eve, "Do not bite the apple," but the snake is telling Eve to bite the apple. In modern day life, what do the apple symbolize? The apple in modern day life symbolize wisdom. So a snake, the great serpent, a snake that symbolizes wisdom, is telling Eve to bite the apple that in this modern day life symbolize wisdom. So what that tell y'all? And I just said that the Bible is told backwards. What that tell y'all? That tell y'all that God did not want Eve to further her knowledge, because he wanted Eve to be under his control. The Bible is told backwards, which means that the devil was actually the good person, And God or Jesus was actually the bad person. And in Greek mythology, in Greek terminology, Jesus actually Jesus actually means Zeus. And everybody knows Zeus was he was evil as fuck. So when they say the Bible is told backwards, that means that the snake was actually the good person. The snake was actually trying to have Eve bite the apple so she could further her wisdom, so she could have more knowledge. But God did not want her to further her knowledge because he wanted Adam and Eve to be under his complete control. Think about this. People say the Bible is told backwards. People say the story of the Bible is told backwards. In modern day life, the apple symbolized wisdom. It's on the back of the iPhone. The iPhone smart, they call the iPhone a smartphone. The apple's on the back of the iPhone. When you see a cartoon and it's an episode of like a teacher's pet. What the student do? The motherfucking student put an apple on a teacher's desk. This apple in this day and age symbolize wisdom. I just told y'all the great serpent symbolized wisdom. And what symbolized the great serpent? The snake. The snake, which symbolized the wisdom, was telling Eve to bite the apple, which also symbolized wisdom. And don't forget, the Bible is told backwards. So what do that tell y'all? That the snake, the great serpent that symbolized wisdom, was actually the good person in the Bible. And God, who was telling Eve to not bite the apple, was actually the bad person. I have to think about this. I know it's going to sound stupid as fuck. I done had people call me a devil worshiper, all that weak ass shit because I told them this. But once they actually started sitting down and think about the shit, they done changed their mind. You have to think about this real quick. Think about this because everybody know the Bible is fake. The Bible was written by men. The Bible was written by men. The Bible is. If y'all go on the hieroglyphic walls, y'all will see that in Egypt y'all think about this. The hieroglyphics the hieroglyphics was here before the Bible was even thought of. And the hieroglyphics on the hieroglyphic walls, they even have the snake symbolizing wisdom, the great serpent. So think about this. The snake that symbolized the great serpent symbolized wisdom. In this modern day life that we live right now, they make the apple symbolize wisdom. The snake was telling Eve, snake, bite the apple. Bite into the apple of wisdom. God did not want Eve to further her knowledge of nothing. He wanted her knowledge to be limited. And who that sound like? That sounds like the government, our government. Our government wants our knowledge to be limited. They don't want us to further our knowledge on the truth. And oh shit, I forgot. The Bible was written and sponsored by the government. Oh shit. It was sponsored by the secret society. Oh shit. Who that sound like? The government. The government don't want people to further their knowledge. Just like God did not want Eve to further her knowledge. You know what I'm saying? What God said to Eve, if you bite that apple, I will punish you. And the people who y'all see be certain celebrities who die that speak knowledge, like Dr. Sebi, Dick Gregory, Dr. Deborah Blair. Those people have died speaking knowledge, furthering the people knowledge, and they have died. Just like God told Eve, I will punish you if you bite into that apple of wisdom. So she bit into that apple and got punished because she furthered her knowledge. Dr. Deborah Blair, Dick Gregory, Dr. Sebi, all the other, they got punished for furthering people knowledge. That's the government. God is the government in the Bible. So God represents our government. Think about this shit. Come on, bruh. Come on. Think about this, bruh. This shit common sense, bruh. If y'all sit down and think about it, this shit is really common sense. A lot of people just don't pay attention to it. Because the Bible has been engraved in y'all mind at a young age to where it's hard for y'all to believe the truth. But it's the truth. That shit is, that's all I'm gonna say, bro. That's on y'all. If y'all don't want to believe me, that's on y'all. But for the ones who woke, y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. I'm out this bitch.